Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 10.52, and where we left off, we were pushing out in Iberia, and we're a little bit in advance of that, but not massively. The game's just not very stable at all, which is extremely frustrating, but oh well. Now, I do have some forces over, and unfortunately we had a fleet get sunk by a bunch of fucking stupid submarines that are over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some light carrier forces, and we're going to go over there and sink these fuckers. But in the meantime, we do have 4 divisions. We didn't actually lose any of our major units for the invasion, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just more pissed off than anything, but oh well. We do have cover for our units over here, so we didn't lose any landing craft or anything. We just lost some of our like more crappy units. And I am just going to turn things up a little bit. Oh, there you go. I'm watching a H-Bomber video. His vaccines one. Worth a watch, by the way, if you haven't watched it. Right, 1944. Recon unit. Yeah, okay. Battlefield modified armor at 43. We can take that off. Machine gun focus. We got any, like, yeah, some artillery techs and things. So, any 41 level ones there. AFV weapons, let's get those going, get them out of the way. And we'll just wait for our battleships to move on up. Now, our push is going very well down here. I was hoping to get a little bit of an encirclement, but it doesn't look like I've been able to do that, which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, oh well. We are taking a little bit of organizational damage, and as we expand, the amount of units they've got is starting to tell a little bit. In fact, we're flat out losing that battle. So we can push up to there, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain really. Now what I'm hoping is that this lovely naval landing that we're about to partake in will do the job for us. So hopefully they can take out a few annoying submarines. Yeah, looks like we were able to do that. And I don't see any problems here. And Operation Torch. Let us assist our friends. I assume that's going to do something, but what that is, I'm not sure. So we're going to take you this way. Yep, so we're spreading out quite nicely. Should have enough forces to capture and take Tunis relatively easily, with any luck. That's what they're there for. And our attack towards here is looking good. I imagine Case Anton will occur in a moment. And there we go, we've got some armor. So, looking for some decent commanders, like Mr. William Ramsden here. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to take you, fine gentlemen. All of our armor is going to head on out. And they lost a submarine, which is good. And the game plan will now be to pick up the rest of our units and bring them over post-haste. Now, the AI is reacting exactly as I wanted them to, because they are drawing away forces from other areas to reinforce. Which is good. That's what we wanted. Let's take you over there. We'll provide a little bit of support just because we are looking a bit shaky in a couple of areas. And now that this landing has occurred, we have a bit of an opportunity to move on up. So hopefully you can get there in good time. Now, how far away? You guys are heading on down. Mr. Lewis Mountbatten, level 5 commander. Bruce Fraser, a level 5 commander as well. Very nice. And we do find ourselves at war with Vichy France, so we could move some divisions up into their lands. Let's go that way with you, and let's take you over there. Let's just start spreading out a little bit, causing a bit of trouble. Now, what would be really nice is if we could cut off the units that are down here. That would be most lovely. And Anders needs to get involved in that battle. That's good. It looks like we can hold out here for a moment. Our tank forces are moving extremely quickly, which is kind of what they're there for. Let's try and stay out of the mountains. Let's just go for hills and plains. Let's try and cut them off. Looks like our landing forces are making their way over. Okay. Not bad going at all, to be honest with you. And we encountered our first core HQ, but nothing to worry about there. They're moving troops somewhat away, but not massively away. Looks like they still consider this to be the main threat. To be honest, they're probably right. So, once our organisation has been able to recover a little bit, that'll obviously help massively. And we are being counterattacked a tiny bit, but not horrendously. Alright, down here isn't very good though. So what we're going to do is we're going to reinforce a little bit into these bowels. Let's just try and hold a decent front. Okay, we did lose a province there, but nothing to concern ourselves with at the moment. Our tanks are able to move up quite quickly. Yeah, we'll let them handle that. We'll let you head north. You head towards Tunis. And lovely. Hopefully they won't provide too much of a fight against us with any luck. Looks like Ramillies and things is moving up quite nicely. And our tanks are moving quite good as well. Right, so Andorra. Right, so this is prompting a bit of a response from the Germans. German AI, though, still a little bit confused, I think, by the multiple battles and things that it's got going on. Taking some air bases and stuff. And Iberia has turned out to be a pretty horrible area for Germany. Speaking of horrible areas for Germany, they are about... I mean, if Rostov-on-Don falls, and Taganrog, if this area around Azov and things, if they lose it, they will have a pretty sizable amount of their units in pretty rough shape. Now, I am less happy with what I see going on over there. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to outflank their supply with that cav unit. Okay. Well, so much for Vichy France. Okay, so we did lose a unit there, but I am imagining, yeah, we're getting our carriers heading on over pretty quickly. Right, let's make sure that these guys can't counterattack us. They look like militia. Yeah, some weak French divisions. Let's not let them try to exploit our positions. Let's get some support into over there. Yeah, counterattack's going well there. Yeah, all going very well. Now, the Japanese front. And our never-ending battle over here. That one's fine. That one's fine. You're less fine and able to get back in, but probably you can. And then, did we have a unit break? Yeah, you guys broke a little while ago, but we can send you up to there. And a mountain infantry regiment. Really going for it, which is not so good. Right, medium velocity gun, 44, heavy AA. Artillery brigades, let's get medium. Self-propelled AA. Yeah, they're all worth grabbing. Okay. Right, res. Okay, a few little things now going our way. Right. Airborne mix support. And I think African Army and Indian Army recruitment would be really nice. And still getting a decent amount of officers considering as well that we're doing 78 different research projects, which is nice. It does feel like our fighting unit's starting to get a little bit better. And yeah, looks like we took out another one of those submarines, made them pay, which is good. Right, we're actually going to try and get ourselves back out of there because I don't want to get surrounded. Let's try to avoid that if we can. Let's wait for our colleagues to arrive now. Decline. And being counterattacked. How quick are you? 17th. Yeah, you're going to be quicker than a militia unit, that's for sure. Good. That's it. Beat them back, please. Let's make sure that we're going to fuck up their supply situation a little bit. Which, you know, all that little bit helps, that's for sure. So it's just down here that we're being attacked. Let's provide a little bit of support. Because we've got some mountain units. We've got some armor and stuff that we could, if we wanted, chuck into a battle over here. Mountains, mountains. This is bad terrain over here. That's for sure. And you have indeed made it back. So, Mr. Brooks, let us take as many units as you can carry. And apparently, you guys can carry a fair, decent whack of units. But that's about all. So, I think we're going to want to do, as I say, this infantry group next. And I do think we want them to reinforce Barcelona. So let's get them to get involved in that. Now, hopefully this is playing havoc with the AI. And, oh, more CAGs. Well, I won't say no to that, because we need to give some CAGs to those new carriers. Now, it'd be really good if Brazil, the US, would actually get involved in a battle that wasn't, you know, completely fucking useless. That would be very useful. Alright, you can find gentlemen, move on up. I see an opportunity here. Because if we were to land in Valencia as well with those remaining units, once we get them on over, let's do a bit of patrol work to make sure that there aren't going to be any annoying submarines left over. Right, here we go. Look, you assholes. There we go, that's more like it. Sink 'em. That's what I wanted to see. Postpone a bit of trade, that's fine. And get our that's it, get these landing forces on out of there. It's fine with me. We're holding them back a little bit. We can take that province. Let's go home a little bit and just try and reinforce a bit of a line. Let's hold you back in reserve. Let's take you back as well. No need to hold there. Not for the moment. Let's just keep them in line. Got our reinforcements on the way anyway. And we're just finishing off, yeah, all of those annoying enemy submarines that were dotted around. And any remaining Italian Navy ships, because there's a couple. Right, they just lost a unit there. Let's head back to Ripoli. Let's just take this one back. Beautiful, Western Aegean Sea, some more German units. Beautiful, and get you back to Mataro. And yeah, our reinforcements are going to be there presently. And the 4th Armoured is going to be able to defend the approaches to Barcelona in the meantime. That relatively minor advance has done its minor job of just keeping them on the back foot for a minute. Expanding quickly, which allows our units to hopefully arrive in good order. And hopefully you guys well, we'll handle that because that's not originally our land. That was a bit of... I'm not sure who that was a bit of. I think it might have even been a bit of Portugal. Weird. So 10 to 17. The problem is that battle is never ending, And there are just literally thousands upon thousands of people that are dying in it. And I can't afford attritional losses like that in that front. And fall back to Barcelona. We're getting our additional units out relatively soon. And you guys can move on up. You can actually both go to there. We'll reinforce you down there. You can go to there. You can go in there. Let's take some of you, you, and you. Counterattack there. You know, they're doing their best to contain. Now, the Soviet Union can't say that we're not getting involved in this war. We most definitely are. And I'm gonna see, yes, our good old buddies arrive. So, infantry, take up position, please. Over to here. Let's we'll leave the Marine Division because I am thinking an invasion, sort of. Well, not an invasion, but a little tiny push into Valencia would not be terrible. So what I'm going to do is we are going to go away, grab the last couple of divisions from over here. How close are you to capitulation? It should be very close. Algiers. Ah, did we get... That's a unit. We didn't have that unit before. Right, you're going to go up there. That's what you're going to do. Mr. Anderson. Hey, there we go. Sink some more, please. Thank you very much. And that feels like we've pretty much got divisions everywhere we want them. There we go. So tanks in position over here. Got our little bridgehead. Happy days. That is what I want to see. So they've moved to contain that, but if we look over here, it has massively influenced their ability to contain this area of the world. Which gives us an opportunity now, with the units we've got freed up, to push. And if we can also do this little landing, that would be most helpful. Because a landing in Valencia, I think, would probably be the death knell on this particular part of the front. Because if we could land at Valencia, take Requena, there is a major opportunity here to take this one, and then complete an encirclement in this corner of the world. Right, let's take a couple of divisions, move them into that battle. That one will be fine. That doesn't look so good. Let's take a unit and reinforce there. Okay, and Claude's looking pretty good over here. And as is Allenbrook. Now, what I do want is any units that we need to reinforce over there. So yeah, you, all of you, you need to be making your way back down pretty urgently. And now that we've taken this over here, you fine gentlemen, you're another 5 divisions that we could use in the Valencia push that I'm planning out. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, Mr. Hobart Percy, level 5 commander now. All of the traits, by the looks of it. Oh, this is very good news over here. This is what we want. There is open country ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. Open country. Right, let's go for this. In the space of 2 weeks, we could unhinge the entire Iberian front if we play this carefully enough. Don't wait for supply. What are you doing? Okay, so you... 13th Corps. Right, the Free Polish Legion. Decent logistics commander, please. You'll do the job, and the same thing again. Anyone with logistics wizard. Anyone at all. God, we are running out. Love it. Right, that should help a little bit with a bit of luck. That looks like fuel and things recovered a little bit off the back of that. Right, we're going to take the second unit over there in a moment. This is never ending over here. And we've already got 2 of those divisions in position. I think you two actually be better served just going to there. That'll do. All of their battleships are now in port over there. We don't need to go crazy. We can let's consolidate the pushes that we need to do. Right, yeah. Beat that back, please. And as I say, some sort of landing in Valencia would be, I think, pretty damn useful. We wouldn't be catching many divisions, but we would catch a Panzer division if we play it right. Which would, well, let's put it this way, I'd be extremely happy with catching a Panzer division. Right, some of our stuff is finishing on up. And we've got another 4 to play with, which makes me think these are the prime. There we go, that's perfect. Got some construction text to get in a minute. We've got a few, nothing major, but a few little bits that we would like to get. Yeah, we'll take a crude oil train option, Mexico. Thank you very much. There we go, and I can see now that we're starting to recover our supply problems that we had. Isle Delta, I imagine. Oh shit. Well, that was not very good, was it? I mean, it doesn't matter, to be completely honest with you. We can lose all these shitty light carriers now. The main thing was getting these units to pick up the rest of our stuff and safely get it across the Med, which we've been able to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebase up to Barcelona. Armor metallurgy, okay. Get our bridging equipment up and improved. Right, yeah, you can head that way. You can go that way. Let's get you over the river. Core HQ I'm not concerned about. But if we land at Valencia, there's an opportunity there to take this one and then, you know, push out a little bit. And encircle any units that are down here. Hope that Percy does not look impressed with my idea there. He's giving me this look. Alright, take you back out of there. And if we were to finish that, that would cut a huge amount of their units off. We're beating these battles back neatly. This is very Napoleonic, this. Right, they've taken back Stalingrad. Oh, and that helps massively. Yeah, please finish those. Well done. Off you go. And we'll get you to pick up the units over here. And just some annoying coastal subs versus my subs. My subs are so old. So old, those submarines. Right, 44. Bridging equipment. Another couple of 32 level ones there that we would like to get in an ideal world, but we will hold off for now. And they're not attacking us with anything top tier over here. Which is good. Submarine Spitfire. Got a semi-motorized unit. It's a little bit slower than our infantry, but they will do the job. Okay, we've got some money yet to pay that. On that battle. We're very nearly there. Right, rolling artillery barrage. Yeah, 44. Assault weapons, we're already getting that out of the way and done. Yeah, MP, military police. No problemo. We'll take our tanks that way. We're actually closing in on Madrid now. So they're going to need to put some thought into what they're going to do to stop us. Another Australian Armoured Division. I'm not going to say no to that. We'll take all of the help we can get, because it's not costing us manpower, massively at least, for those units. Got 2 additional units down here, which makes me think... Well, I mean, that's yet more. So we've got in total... 4 units plus 2, 7. Okay, so 7 units that we could use for this landing at Valencia. And I'm not including these ones either because all of our units will function a little bit more effectively if we re-land these fine gentlemen under Sidley Bailey. Right, truck and primer maneuverability. Sounds good. And supplies for money, France. Yes, indeed. And no need for any other shipping, I don't think. We've got enough. Right, counterattack's fine there. That's fine there, so looking relatively healthy. Losing a bit of land. Okay, we need to reinforce. A lot of our units are not in a good state of play at all. You will be, though. So, more CAG ready. Happy days. And they've taken Rostov, so you know they're closing in on Moscow. This is it. The Soviets are pushing. They're going for it. It'll be interesting because it shouldn't take them too long. Once the front stabilizes, 1943 could be extremely interesting. Alright, extra ride tank tracks. Let's get infantry support tank and light armor designs improved. And our reinforcement requirement is coming down a little bit as well. Alright, yeah, nearly there now with our landing forces. Get over to here as well, and then it'll be a case of who can get to their landing. Okay, well, looks like you guys are. Right, all three of you. No, you can't take all three. Of course we can't. Oh, well, off to Valencia you go. Nope. So you're going to land north. You are going to land on Valencia itself. Okay, there's a couple of decent units in Valencia. And let's go for an invasion on the other side of the river as well. Well, there von Funk's 7th Panzer is looking weak. And, oh, the Axis Sally broadcasts are not very fun at all. Give you full fuel for money. Sure, why not? And I don't think... No, we don't need another commando unit, please. Oh, it's not going to go away until I create it, is it? How annoying. Okay, all the 42s are done there. Get the next level of basing. Let's make our ports a little bit better. That's going fine. That's going fine enough. That one's going well. Okay, so our own battleships are better than theirs. And it looks like our Marine Division is going to break through here. Under a little bit of stress and a bit of effort. Right, combined arms, 42, 41, 40. We need to get that 36 tech going. We are definitely starting to play catch up now. We're up to 1940 levels now on a lot of our operational ones. So we're getting there. Export of manganese, sure. And let's get the rest of them. Perfect. And we can just do a transport mission now into Alicante. And as I say, if we can just, you know, even if we can't get all of these units, if we can just get most of them, that would be perfectly acceptable. The case is that we just want to try and get as many units in Spain trapped as we can. Our armourer is extremely difficult for the Italians to punch through. And this is starting to look very tidy. This is starting to look like a breakthrough, everyone. Come on, finish it. So you're ready. And a break at first corps. That's fine. This multi-front war. Oh, and there's even a little partisan uprising, which is coming along quite nicely with this. Happy days. Let's take that armoured division and move it up to here. Spread in the front a little bit. And we can probably spare another armoured division up in this area. Let's go for it. And 8th Army, they can be attached into the 15th Army group. Right, come on, break on through. Get it fucking dealt with. Division semi-motorized. Ooh. No, 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 no. Let's see what we are dealing with here. Don't you dare let them make landfall. They're quick. I'll give them that. That's the majority of their fleet. Okay, everyone, we're ending up the episode with a major fleet action. Now, what I would say is that this is not good over here. This is a problem. Let's try and trying to ascertain where they're going to go. Like, let's just leave a couple of you there. We can send some of you that way. One of you there. One of you there. I'm just gonna try and... yeah, we'll take them. I don't see them anywhere. I think I've got all the places they could have gone covered. I know they're all... right, off you go. Let's sink them. So there's 25 units in there. That's not many. That is not many. But that's a sizable amount of their naval forces left. Now, what would be really good is, yes, you, flying boats. Now, where is the rest of our naval air corps? Yeah, you fine gentlemen. Get on back to Singapore. There we go. Now they're down to 8, so they've lost a heavy cruiser, another battle cruiser, and several more ships. Let's try and do a little bit more of a port strike on them as well. Let's go. So I can see 2 carriers, a battle cruiser, a destroyer, 2 submarines, and 2 torpedo boats. What's a worry is the fact that they were able to land. Let's try and form up a cohesive line, because these units are going to struggle. We could reinforce from over here. Oh, that's a pain. It's difficult to keep track of both fronts, to be completely honest with you. Being counterattacked by an annoying Turkish division. If the Turks hadn't joined the war, it would have made things a hell of a lot easier. Instead, they did join the war. Stupid fuckers. It does look like they're managing to get some of their units out, which is less than stellar. That was not what I wanted. I think we did lose. I think they lost another couple of carriers and a battle cruiser. Difficult to tell. Decline, let's get you back. Let's try and form some form of a front down here. And we could, as I say, pick up some units. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take these transport fleets and we're going to go pick up some of our island-based garrisons. Ugh. Right, we're going to have to throw you guys all back in, I'm afraid. Really urgently. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. It's just this annoying battle down here that won't stop. It looks like we've caused the AI enough problems to the point where they're feeling like they need to send units our way. So I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 10.52, where we will continue our advance in Iberia, and hopefully we'll be able to form a Pyrenees line, a bit like we did in the Republic in Spain campaign, and then we can decide how we want to move into the home regions of Germany. But thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.